Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Think Tank Sports. Think Tank Sports, where we think and you listen. Check us out on the socials if you would please. Facebook 10. That's also the X. Yeah, you missed that last week, Steve. And the IG. And listen to us on Spotify for podcasters or wherever you get your podcasts. And watch us on YouTube as we delve into another week of Lose With Us. We're happy to have Stevie Covers back this week. And of course, we got Mike in his still under construction podcast studio. So, Mike, first and foremost, how the heck are you?
I'm doing great, guys. I've been moving the last couple of weeks, so as exhausting as life usually is for me, it's that little bit more so. But we're getting there. So appreciate you pointing it out to our tens of fans and doxing me like that, Dave.
Yep.
Steve, what's going on with you, buddy?
Oh, not much. Not much. Just admiring the wood paneling behind you, Mike. It looks like you're sitting in
Yes.
front of a station wagon.
I listen. I'll get a nice grocery getter if there was out on the market for sure. For sure. All right, let's get it kicked off here, boys. I don't know about you guys. The NFL ticket this week was very uninspiring to me. I did manage to conjure up a couple of interesting situations. But so I'll start there. I'm going back to a tried and true, failure last year, but I'm trying it again.
Oh, no.
Over under a number of field goals. I was looking at the Ravens Steelers game, and
Okay.
I really wanted to bet against Mitchell Trubisky and the boys, but I saw this prop and I had to take it. Justin Tucker, field goal made over 1.5 field goals, so 2 field goals in a traditionally tough defensive slugfest in the Norris division. That's 30 units for that at plus 114. So plus
What?
money for Justin Tucker for 2 lousy field goals. It was like I checked it thrice to make sure. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at with my first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got Kenny Pickett
Anybody?
back. Kenny Pickett is supposed to be back. He's out of the.
Is he going to play?
Yeah. That's what I heard that today. So you could have beat up on Kenny Pickett instead of
Yeah.
Mitchell Trubisky. But yeah, no, that's
That's a big
yeah, that's a solid. That's a
shoulder
solid.
shrug. Yeah.
Yep. Tucker.
Plus money on that, Mike. When you said over 1.5 field goals, I was expecting you to say like minus 130 or something. But
Right.
to get
Right.
plus 114, and this game is traditionally like 16-10, right? So I mean, you could easily see
Right.
2 touchdowns or 2
Yeah.
field goals.
Yeah. Over
Yeah,
under is 38. So
Wow.
that's
That's
low
low for an NFL. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It is.
Dave, what do you got, buddy?
Let's see. Well, I'm gonna go in the college ranks, and I took Texas against Kansas last week, and they helped me along the way to go 3-1 on the week. So Red River Shootout, Texas at Oklahoma. I am taking the Longhorns minus 5.5. They seem to be one of the most complete teams in college football this year, and I'm going to continue to ride that until they prove me otherwise. So 30 units on the Longhorns minus 5.5.
Yeah, I love that. I don't did that. Go ahead, Steve.
Yes, I thought about it too, but then it felt like when I was looking at it, Texas has us being gamblers right where they want us.
Yeah, there's that too.
this is where they always stumble.
Good point. Yeah. How many times can we say Texas is back and they're never back? So
yeah.
But I think Oklahoma's a fraud, for sure. Boy, they really got the short end of the stick there with everyone leaving, and they did the best they can to try and put their finger in the dam, but it just has not worked out well for them. They got who's the coach's name? I can never remember. Clemson former
Oh, Venables, Brent
OC.
Venables.
Yeah,
The
right. And
the DC.
he was supposed to be the next hot college coach, and we haven't seen it yet. Now he's still starting to get his own people in there. We got to give him another year. I understand,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
I like that pick, Dave, a lot. I like it a lot.
Fabulous.
I would guess that the majority of the bets on that game are going to be on Texas laying the points. So we'll see how they do. I'm sure that's a popular pick.
Yep. Stevie,
Sure.
what do you got?
Speaking of popular picks, the Colorado Buffaloes.
Oh yeah.
Going on the road to Tempe to play Arizona State. Did you guys see the line on this game?
Yeah. It's not. It's
20.
It's 3.5.
No, it's 3.5. I was really tempted on this
Really?
one.
I
I
must
was
have looked at the
really
wrong thing.
tempted to take Colorado at that small number.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
No.
So maybe I'm swallowing the hook on the 3.5 lure here, but I'm going to take Colorado minus the 3.5, and I'm going to take a big. I'm going 40 units because this just feels too easy.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I thought that's crazy that's that low.
Arizona
Colorado.
State could easily be the worst team in the Pac-12, and Colorado has shown us that they can score.
Yep.
So
yes,
yeah,
they can.
I'll lay the 3.5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think the Cal Bears might have something to say about that worst team in the Pac-12. But are we going to have just wild swings in the line at week to week with Colorado?
Yes.
Overrated, underrated. I don't even know what they're rated right now. And it's obvious in this line and what we're saying. So good for you for jumping on them, Steve.
Thank you. You mentioned Cal. That's another one that has a weird line this week. Oregon State's only favored over them by like 4 or 5 or something. I don't get.
Really?
I didn't take that one, but I looked at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Fair enough.
Mikey, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with my only college pick, even though I said the NFL lines didn't inspire me this week. I did do 3 out of 4 in the NFL, so I'll give you my college pick. I'm not calling for the outright win, but I think Kentucky is going to hang with Georgia. So I'm going to take Kentucky plus 14.5. And it was really the hook that got me there. I think Georgia has not put it together. Kentucky's been pretty feisty so far. Yes, it's a huge step up in competition for Kentucky. I get that. But I just think 14.5 just seemed tempting to me. It's minus 110. I'm doing that for 30 units. So, not a lot of meat there, but and if I really had any guts, I'd take the Kentucky money line, but I don't think they're going to win. But I do think it's going to be a very close game by Georgia's standards. So that's where I'm at. Any thoughts on that game, boys?
Yeah, minus 110. By the way, is what you're going to pay out.
That's enough.
Any straight line bet. You're going to pay the minus 110. Right. Kentucky and Georgia, 2 of the 3 SEC teams that are left undefeated. Do you know who the third one is?
A&M?
Missouri.
No.
Missouri is the
third.
Yes.
Yeah, with the fat kicker that won the game there for him a couple weeks ago. Yeah. He's been around there for Husky. That's right. Big boned.
Wait. The fat toad is kicking?
No, not Hideki Rabu's son.
Rabu. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Dave, what do you got, buddy?
So I also looked at Georgia and Kentucky, and I'm going the other way. I think this is the game where Georgia wakes up and says, you know what? Okay. Y'all think we suck? We do not. Mm-hmm. So I am taking Georgia with the 14.5 points for 20 units. So Mike and I go head to head there on that pick.
Yeah, back to back and belly to belly. I like it.
Yep. There you go.
I don't know if Georgia can have can have the everyone thinks we suck when they're number one in the country. But
And two-time defending champ.
Yeah, but it's out
Right,
there that
right.
they're not playing well. They're not the same team as they were last year, and blah 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 blah.
And you're starting to see Michigan and Texas get a lot of number one votes. That's kind of shifting. The whole country's waiting for Georgia to slip, and so we'll find out, if that's true or not.
yeah, we've come a long way from them being the gorilla with the chainsaw anatomical parts that
That's right. No,
every
not
week
Georgia
last
this
year. No,
Every
week.
Let me know when I was wrong.
Yep.
I'll wait for that text. Yes.
Still waiting.
Steve, what do you got, buddy?
I'm going to stay in the Pac-12. I like I said, I looked at Oregon State, but I'm going with Washington State. They have been playing very well, putting up a lot of points. Cam Ward, their quarterback, has looked terrific. And they are 3.5-point underdogs against UCLA, who has been, to use one of Mike's words, uninspiring. So I'm going to take Washington State. I'm going to take the 3.5 points. I was tempted to take them to win, but the like Dave said, the hook on, or like Mike said, the hook, the 3.5 kind of tempted me. Like, okay, that's enough points for me to actually take it rather than taking the money line. So do 20 units on Wazoo.
Yeah, the over-under in this game is 60.5. So going to be some points scored. And it's actually more than the Colorado Arizona State, which is at 58.5. So they're expecting the points to flow freely there, Stevie. So I like it. I like that one.
Thank you.
Pac-12, probably the best quarterback conference in the country this year. And Cam Ward takes a backseat to nobody. I think he's one of the hidden gems, and he'll be a player you're going to see rise in draft status and, big combine. Whether or not he'll be successful in the NFL, I don't know yet, but really a nice player and a nice little team. So I like that a lot, Steve.
I'm with you, Mike. I think he's a draft sleeper. Yeah, I agree.
Yep. Back to the NFL for me, boys. Same game parlay. I've had success this year with them, and I really think the Niners are going to lay it down on the Cowgirls this week in a spotlight game. The unspoken truth is Dak Prescott has not had to win a ball game. They're putting in positions so they don't lose yet this year, and I think the Niners defense is going to stand up and make him beat them. So I'm taking the Niners money line, and I'm going to parlay that with Deebo Samuel scores anytime. So rushing, receiving. He can't throw a touchdown, so I should say that. So Deebo and the Niners to win, plus 235, gentlemen, a little meaty for 20 units. And I just think, the Cowgirls, and it's hard for me to say they haven't been as good as the scoreboard because of what they did to my Giants in week one. But I do think that this is a rude awakening for them this week. Anybody?
Yeah,
a lot of head nods.
I like it. If we just go right into it, I'm picking the Niners to win minus the 3.5 as well. I just think they're playing very well. And I'll, ditto everything that you said. I just think San Francisco's really top notch. So I'm taking them minus 3.5, 25 units on that. So I'm in complete agreement with you, Mike. I think they're going to win. This is the Sunday night game. So,
right.
If you can stay up that late, folks, we'll see. The over under is they're expecting it to be defensive as 45.
Well, we're gonna. I mean, it's gonna be the defensive player of the year bowl with Micah Parsons versus Nick Bosa. So I mean, that might be a good parlay if you can get both of them to get over half a sack,
couple sacks. Yeah,
might be a good one to look at. But man, what a fun Sunday night game! Throwback to the
Finally.
90s. Yeah. With the Cowboys versus 49ers.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve, what do you got for your third one, buddy?
I'm going for a game that is decidedly less fun than this one, and we're talking about the New Orleans Saints, and we're talking about the New
Oh
England Patriots.
no. Oh no. Okay.
And the over under in this game is 39.
39. Ouch.
In an NFL game.
An NFL game. And
Wow.
fellas, I'm taking the under. I'm going under
Whoa.
39. The reason that I'm doing this is between the Patriots and the Saints, how many times do you think either one of them have scored 20 points this season?
Bagel. 0.
Neither of them have
Matzo
scored
ball.
20 points in a game. And
Well,
the
there you
over
go.
the over
39.
39, and they
Yep.
both have pretty decent defenses. I'm
Yeah.
taking I'm gonna hammer the under on this one, 20
Yeah.
units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you still with Derek Carr, you still don't know. He didn't play very well last week, and Mac Jones didn't play well, and so
Mac
you got
Jones
Bailey
stinks.
Zappi.
yeah. So Bailey Zappi, whoever is that, they are feeding into that. Jeez, under 39. Let's keep an eye on that in the 1:00 time slot. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Or
the only
try to
thing
avoid-
that sucks is rooting for an under. It's easy to root for points. It's hard to root for an under, but I like your logic all the way across the board. It's just, it kind of takes the fun out of it, but I like it. So, David, I hate to do this to you, but my last pick is
No.
the Jacksonville Jaguars plus money line, taking a straight money line in London. They're home away from home, plus 195 for 20 units. Bills defensive backfield, obviously terrible news about Tre'Davious White. Poyer's back, but he's not exactly healthy. I think that Josh Allen has played tremendous except for the first game, but this is just one of those funky games, obviously in Europe, and all of those things are big factors. Jacksonville has not made a statement yet this year, and if they're going to be contenders, this is the game they got to really come out. It's not a must win, but it keeps using this phrase, a hungry dog runs faster. I think this is a hungry dog runs faster game for Jacksonville. So I like them money line plus 195, 20 units for my final pick this week, boys.
Well, you took the money line against the Bills last week, and look at how well that worked out for you.
Yeah.
I will also
That's fair.
say that the sports science department with the Bills, one of the guys that works there is from London. They have done a very deep dive into getting their bodies ready and adjusting for the time change. They are waking up tomorrow morning at what will be the time that they will need to get up and moving for the game on Sunday. So they have the Bills have spent a lot of time working on that. So you can say that all you want, but no, Mike, just no.
Well, they're not working on the mentals. They're working on the physicals, but their mentals.
They don't need to.
know
With
if
their
they're gonna be
mentals,
into
they're
it.
fine.
Maybe my favorite matchup of the year, the London Jaguars versus the Bills sports science team. I'm excited to see how this one goes.
It wasn't too long ago. The rumors were it could have been the London Jaguars versus the Toronto
Bills.
So,
Yeah.
real
I know
international flavor.
that.
I'm glad that didn't happen.
Oh, so am I. That had Bills fans. Oh my gosh.
So what's the international conversion rate for the minimum weight required to break a table with your wife? Is it measured in grams or kilograms in many cases with Buffalo's lives? Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, we'll see if the sports science division has on that one. Davey, what do you got?
Oh, geez. Oh, boy. How to follow up with that? My fourth game is the Eagles at the Rams. It's only -4. I know the Rams certainly have looked better than most people have thought. And over under is 50.5. So, okay, they're thinking the Rams are going to get some points. But this is the Eagles, and they're going to, again, I guess I kind of feel similar. They're going to make a bit of a statement a little bit more and say, we're going to put our stamp on the NFC here. So I'm taking the Eagles
Sure.
and the -4 for 25 units. Fly,
Rams
Eagles, fly.
Rams getting Cooper Kupp back. The
Yeah.
Samoan American version of him, Puka Nacua, will be in the slot position. So it'll be very interesting to see how that Eagles defense, especially in the secondary, what they can do. But their pass rush, the Eagles pass rush is tremendous. So I don't disagree with what you're saying there at all.
Yeah, I'll be interested to
Steven?
watch this game. Matthew Stafford, stop me if you've heard this before, is a little banged up. This will be an Eagles home game. Eagles home game in LA. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. That line smelled a little weird to me, so I stayed away from it. It feels like a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. The other one that felt like a trap was I didn't take it, but Minnesota +4 at home against Kansas City. That doesn't. That one feels weird too. So careful out there, people.
Yeah, now is the time of year where everyone thinks they have the NFL figured out, and the NFL goes complete 180 from what you think is going to happen. I tried to keep that in mind when I was looking at these games, but I don't know if it'll help me or not. We'll find out. Steve, what do you got for your last pick, buddy?
Well, for my final pick this week, we're doing a hybrid between my bread and butter and Mike's bread and butter. So I'm doing a same game parlay, which is Mike's bread and butter.
Welcome to the dark side.
Featuring my bread and butter, Mr. Breece Hall.
Oh, I was going to say Breece Hall. The handcuffs have come off, and they go to Denver. Stevie, what is he gonna do?
Yes, the Denver Broncos have been terrible against running backs this year. Breece Hall's snap count is bye-bye. So I'm going to take Breece to have over 83.5 combined rushing and receiving yards. And a touchdown at +250.
Oh,
that's nice.
Yeah, so that'll be my final 20 units on that one.
Ooh, that's juicy. Stevie had multiple Breece Hall parlays and bets last year. I mean, he was riding Breece Hall
from week 1. You were on him,
Yep. And so Stevie's going to get back on the horse there and see what happens. I think feels good to me. It sounds like that's a good pick.
Hopefully the horse I'm on with him is a thoroughbred and not a fucking Bronco.
And it's the Hackett revenge game, right? If Roberts, if they had any sense of humor, they'd send Hackett to shake hands, especially if the Jets win, with Sean Payton and not Robert Saleh.
Screw it. Send him out for the coin toss. Let's make it
beautiful. Bring it on.
Oh, jeez.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Well, like Dave said before we started, short and sweet this week, but certainly entertaining. Lots of options for you out there, folks. I did try and look at some of the Major League Baseball stuff, but nothing really jumped out at me. So we just kept it strictly football, but do you ever know something could sneak in down the road as we get closer to the World Series? In the meantime, we appreciate you checking us out. We'll have the season update for all the stats next week, and we're going to stay right on track watching all of these games here at Think Tank Sports. We thank you for watching Lose With Us on YouTube. React to us. Let us know how you're doing. What you think was a good pick or a bad pick. We'd love to hear from you. But until we do, again, we appreciate you here at Think Tank Sports, where we think and you listen as we strive for 5. Good night, everybody.
See ya.